ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। स्थावरं जङ्गमं व्यक्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। भावचिर्यपि यत्सर्वं त्रिलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सर्वश्रुतिशिरोरक्तं गिरचितं पदं भुजः वेदन्तं वेजसूर्यो यत् तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। चैतन्यं शाश्वतं शान्तो व्योमातीतो निरञ्जनः विन्दुनाथकलातीतं तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ज्ञानशक्तिसमायुक्तः तत्त्वमालाविभूषितः मुक्तिमुक्तिप्रदाता च तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अनेकजन्मसम्प्राप्ता कर्मबन्धविधायिने आत्मज्ञानप्रदायेन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। शोषणं भावसिन्धुश्च ज्ञानपदं सरसम्पदः गुरुपादोदकं सम्यक् तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। न गुरुराधिकं तत्त्वं न गुरुराधिकं तपः तत्त्वज्ञानं परं नास्ति तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मानवता श्री जगन्नाथ मद्गुरु श्री जगद्गुरु ममात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरुरादिरनादिश्च गुरुपरमदेवतं गुरुपरतरं नास्ति तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव एव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव एव। गुरु के श्री चरणों में उमर कति जय सरे दीधर भी देखो देखे ओ दीधर भी देखो देखे युगल छवि गुरु अधिकारी गुरु के श्री चरणों में उमर कते जाए सारे गुरु के श्री चरणों में उमर कते जाए सारे गुरु के श्री चरणों में उमर कते जाए सारे गुरु के श्री चरणों में उमर कत जाए सारे। गुरुदेवा बोलो श्री विश्वानंद बोलो गुरुदेवा बोलो श्री विश्वानंद बोलो गुरुदेवा बोलो श्री विश्वानंद बोलो गुरुदेवा बोलो श्री विश्वानंद बोलो। युगल चरणों को निहारत कहते मेरी जिंदगानी। गुरु तुम स्वामी मेरे, गुरु तुम भगवान मेरे, युगल चरणों को निहारत कहते मेरी जिंदगानी। मैं तो सेवक हूँ तेरा, मैं तो सेवक हूँ तेरा, दस तुझे लागे प्यारा। गुरु के श्री चरणों में उम्र कट जाए सारी, गुरु के श्री चरणों में उम्र कट जाए सारे। गुरुदेवा बोलो श्री विश्वानंद बोलो, गुरुदेवा बोलो श्री विश्वानंद बोलो, गुरुदेवा बोलो श्री विश्वानंद बोलो, गुरुदेवा बोलो श्री विश्वानंद बोलो। पाद में बंद घुंघरू हाथ कर ताल लिया है, नयन में छावे बसा के गुरु तुम ही के किया है। पाद में बंद के गुरु हाथ कर ताल लिया है, नयन में छावे बसा के गुरु तुम क्या किया है। नाच कीर्तन में तेरा है, ओ नाच कीर्तन में तेरे, नाच जियो मेरा प्यारी। गुरु के श्री चरणों में उम्र कट जाए सारे, गुरु के श्री चरणों में उम्र कट जाए सारे। गुरुदेवा बोलो श्री विश्वानंद बोलो, गुरुदेवा बोलो श्री विश्वानंद बोलो, गुरुदेवा बोलो श्री विश्वानंद बोलो, गुरुदेवा बोलो श्री विश्वानंद बोलो। दूर आप तुमसे रहना नहीं मंजूर है मुझको, पास तुम आना पड़ेगा, सुनो ए गुरु तुमको। दूर आप तुमसे रहना नहीं मंजूर है मुझको, पास तुम आना पड़ेगा, सुनो आ गुरु तुमको। नंद दिल दर्द नो परे, ओ नंद दिल दर्द नो पर, लागी बस छाप तुम्हारी। गुरु के श्री चरणों में उम्र कट जाए सारे, गुरु के श्री चरणों में उम्र कट जाए सारे। गुरुदेवा बोलो श्री विश्वानंद बोलो, गुरुदेवा बोलो श्री विश्वानंद बोलो, गुरुदेवा बोलो श्री विश्वानंद बोलो, गुरुदेवा बोलो श्री विश्वानंद बोलो। बताओ कब कब मिलोगे हमसे हे गुरुदेवा, हम तेरे दर्श दीवाने, दर्श दे दो गुरुदेवा। बताओ कब मिलोगे हमसे हे गुरुदेवा, हम तेरे दर्श दीवाने, दर्श दे दो गुरुदेवा। बिता देंगे हम जीवन, ओ बिता देंगे हम जीवन, देखे काश तुम्हारी। गुरु के श्री चरणों में उम्र कट जाए सारे, गुरु के श्री चरणों में उम्र कट जाए सारे। जाए सारे, गुरु के श्री चरणों में उमर कट जाए सारे। गुरुदेवा बोलो श्री विश्वानंद बोलो, गुरुदेवा बोलो श्री विश्वानंद बोलो, गुरुदेवा बोलो श्री विश्वानंद बोलो, गुरुदेवा बोलो श्री विश्वानंद बोलो। पाव में बंद के गुरु हाथ कर थाम लिया है, नयन में छावे बसा के गुरु तुम याद किया है। नाच कीर्तन में तेरे ओ, नाच कीर्तन में तेरे, नाच जिए मेरा प्यारा। गुरु के श्री चरणों में उमर कट जाए सारे, गुरु के श्री चरणों में उमर कट जाए सारे। गुरुदेवा बोलो श्री विश्वानंद बोलो। ओम महतर्षिषाय नमः, ओम विश्वनाय नमः, ओम देवकृष्णतीर्थाय नमः, ओम सूक्ष्मतनवे नमः, ओम चिन्मयाय नमः, ओम गुरुमूर्तये नमः, ओम सुंदराय नमः, ओम सुलोचनाय नमः, ओम सुमुखाय नमः, ओम चरवसाय नमः, ओम केशवाय नमः, ओम पद्मभुजाय नमः, ओम मंदगमनाय नमः, ओम चरम्बरधरे नमः, ओम ब्रह्माय नमः, ओम मंदिरस्थपकाय नमः, ओम सिद्धिप्रवचकाय नमः, ओम गायत्री अक्षणे नमः, ओम अर्पणस्वीकारकाय नमः, ओम विष्णुपूजकाय नमः, ओम नमो नारायणेति मातृप्रसकाय नमः, ओम स्वरमयाय नमः, ओम मधुरकर्ताय नमः, ओम कृष्ण संकीर्तनरूपाय नमः, ओम सतप्रियाय नमः, ओम गीतवर्षिणे नमः, ओम भक्तिने नमः, ओम चित्रकलाविशारदाय नमः, ओम रत्नधराय नमः, ओम सत्तवे नमः, ओम जगत्पन्ताय नमः, ओम सर्वलोकहिताय नमः, ओम भक्तप्रियाय नमः, ओम सुहृदाय नमः, ओम अनुकूलाय नमः, ओम नयाय नमः, ओम सुदर्शनाय नमः, ओम भक्तवत्सलाय नमः, ओम प्रेममूर्तये नमः, ओम सुवेक्षणाय नमः, ओम प्रीतिवर्धनाय नमः, ओम स्वस्तिदायकाय नमः, ओम तारकाय नमः, ओम अनुग्रहाय नमः, ओम वर्धनाय नमः, ओम अक्षिताय नमः, ओम अमृताय नमः, ओम सिद्धिप्रदाय नमः, ओम जनार्दनाय नमः, ओम मनोहराय नमः, ओम महाशाय नमः, ओम सिद्धेश्वराय नमः, ओम भस्मभूषिताय नमः, ओम आत्मलिंगाय नमः, ओम निगर्जनप्रसकाय नमः, ओम सिद्धिसत्तनाय नमः, ओम माधवाय नमः, ओम ओंकारोपासकाय नमः, ओम सूक्ष्माय नमः, ओम विश्वकाय नमः, ओम सात्विकाय नमः, ओम समदर्शिने नमः, ओम दक्षाय नमः, ओम अचिन्त्याय नमः, ओम निरंकाराय नमः, ओम निर्मोहाय नमः, ओम अव्यग्राय नमः, ओम चित्तक्रोधाय नमः, ओम विनाशनाय नमः, ओम स्वविशाय नमः, ओम कुशलाय नमः, ओम क्षमाय नमः, ओम सत्यधर्माय नमः, ओम निर्विकल्पाय नमः, ओम विरक्ताय नमः, ओम अतीन्द्राय नमः, ओम सत्यसन्धाय नमः, ओम पवित्राय नमः, ओम मधुरसम्पदाय नमः, ओम सुरनन्दाय नमः, ओम नन्दनाय नमः, ओम प्रसन्नात्मने नमः, ओम भक्तनिधये नमः, ओम साक्षये नमः, ओम समत्तये नमः, ओम सदयोगिने नमः, ओम हरये नमः, ओम सुतपाय नमः, ओम सौम्याय नमः, ओम गुह्याय नमः, ओम विमुक्तात्माय नमः, ओम गंभीराय नमः, ओम गुप्ताय नमः, ओम आत्मरमाय नमः, ओम श्रीनिवासाय नमः, ओम देवाय नमः, ओम द्युतिधराय नमः, ओम धन्याय नमः, ओम गुरवे नमः, ओम दुरतिक्रमाय नमः, ओम गहनाय नमः, ओम भगवते नमः, ओम हरीश्वरनमर्गदर्शकाय नमः, ओम कुतस्थजगत्तकाय नमः, ओम अभिप्रयाय नमः, ओम Om Shri Bhutabhrteshwarnath Om Paramahamsa Sri Swami Vishwananda Hato Deva Avartano Yato Vishnu Vichakrame Prativya Sapta Dhamapihi Idam Vishnu Vichakrame Traitani Tate Padam Samudhamasya Bhagum Sure Treni Pada Vichakrame Vishnu Gopa Adabhyaha Hato Dharmani Dharine Vishnu Dharmani Pashyata Yato Vritani Paspasi Indrasya Yuksha Sakaha Tad Vishnu Paramam Padagum Sada Pashyanti Sureha Devi Vachakshuratatam Tad Vipraso Vipanyavo Jagruvagum Sasamindate Vishnuya Paramam Param Sadgurudevaय धीमहि तन्नो विश्वनन्दः प्रचोदयात् ॐ हेमवतराय विद्महे सद्गुरुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विश्वनन्दः प्रचोदयात् ॐ हेमवतराय विद्महे सद्गुरुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विश्वनन्दः प्रचोदयात् Krishna Hare Tasu Prabhata Shri Krishna Suprabhatam, Ye Patanti Anisam, Bodhikrutam Mahapapan, Shri Krishna Grahetu. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha Anare Rare Govinda Sarvakarana Karana Govinda Hari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Hari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Chintamani Prakara Santa Sukalpa Viksha Raksha Videsha Suravina Vimalayanta Lakshmi Sahasra Sata Samprabhaseryamana Govinda Hari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Hari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Venum Panantamaravinda Naraya Daksham Anavatam Siddhavitam Buddha Sundarata Kanda Pakoti Kanariya Vishesha Shobha Govinda Hari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Hari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Valora Chanda Kala Satmana Maya Vamshi Agnam Daraya Dayate Nidanani Rasa Shamanti Gandalalitanti Yata Prakasha Govinda Hari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Hari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Antani Yassa Sakarindriya Vinti Mantri Pashyanti Bhanti Kalayanti Chiram Chakanti Ananda Chinmaya Sarujvala Vigrahasya Govinda Hari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Hari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Advaitam Achyutavanadirananda Rupa Adhyam Purana Purusham Navayo Vayasha Videshurulla Mamarulla Manakabhato Govinda Hari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Hari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami
Ajnanam timirandasya gnanajana shalakaya chakshurum militam yena tasmai shri gurave namaha. Jai Gurudev and happy birthday everyone. It's our birthday today. So the verse is from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 11, Chapter 3, verse 22. Tatra Bhagavatam Dharman Sikshet Gurvatma Devatam Amayaya nuvritya yes tushyet atmatma dohari. Meaning, accepting the bona fide spiritual master as one's life and soul and worshipable deity. The disciple should learn from him the process of pure devotional service. Lord Hari, the soul of all souls, is inclined to give himself to his pure devotees. Therefore, the disciple should learn from the spiritual master to serve without deceit and in such a faithful and favorable way that the Supreme Lord, being satisfied, will offer himself to the faithful disciple. So this verse is from Srimad Bhagavatam, where King Nimi talks with the 9 Yogendras and receive precious advices of how to easily cross over the illusory energy, Maya. And the main expression here is that accepting the Sadguru as one's life and soul and worshipable deity, the disciple should learn from him the process of pure devotional service. And today, as it is Guruji's birthday, and I consider it as our birthday, because without him, we would not have a Sadguru, we would not have our second birth, initiation, spiritual path. I would like to share, let's say, 10 main lessons he taught me in the last 20 years. Also, lessons, but insights and milestones, which might also be interesting for you to hear. And most of you also have a lot of experiences on this path. Some of you might be very new. I hope it will contribute to your experience. And I have also added some of our conversations when in those situations I ask him certain questions or for advice and what he answered. So the first is not necessarily the first realization on spiritual path, but I would say the one on the most important realization on spiritual path, and it is that the greatest gift in life is to have Guruji, to have a Satguru. Sometimes it needs time that we realize and experience this, but it is, as Guruji said, not a coincidence that we have a Sadguru. And he often says it is lives of work which we went through, lives of penance, life of experiences which allow us in this life to meet him and to spend time to him and to grow through him. In the beginning, when he talked about this, I would not recognize what is special in this life. Like we have still ignorance, we have still our weaknesses, but indeed, with the time, we realize that there is something in us which he uncovers or discovers, let's say, more and more. And this true connection with him, with the Sadguru, comes more and more into being. And this is also the gratitude, to have the gratitude to have him in life and to be able to learn through his grace and to grow through his grace. So the second is that Guruji knows us better than we know ourselves. This was a realization pretty much in the beginning, from the beginning, that Guruji knows us from inside out. And I know that shortly before my brahmacharini initiation, he when he asked me what do you want, like I didn't even know that he's going to initiate me, and even didn't know that this exists in this form. But he asked me what I want, if I want family or, and I was quite confused what he meant, and asked him, Guruji, what do you think? What is the best for me? And he said, I know your soul, but I don't know your mind. So, and I'm pretty much sure, in the meanwhile, he knows also our minds, how we function. But Guruji knows us from the beginning. So he knows all our lives, all our experiences we went through, all our potentials which we have inside, all our desires, all our thoughts, all our feelings, all our strength, all our weaknesses. So he knows, but he pretends sometimes not to know. Once he said, I'm a good actor. I know everything that is going on in everyone, but I play or I act. I have to do it to support the work of the Divine Mother. And interesting is also that he knows us on the soul level. So much so that sometimes we meet him even twice. Or some souls meet him even twice in his present life. And this is something what I started to observe in the newborn babies. I was not sure if I should mention this, but I decided to do it. The newborn babies in Bhakti Marga, when they come, I look at them a little bit deeper if I could recognize maybe who it might be. And Guruji said the eyes are staying always the same, like the nose and the hair is staying actually in each life the same or similar. And I do think that I recognize some which might have come back either to work out still something or just to enjoy the presence of the Sadguru and to serve him. So Guruji has this ability to call his devotees sometimes even twice in his life. And as he mentioned once, that usually it lasts very long until the soul can incarnate again. But he says a bhakta, a devotee, a guru has his hand over them and can call them very shortly after to come again and to enjoy the spiritual service with the Sadguru. And a third one, which I have here, is that everything around Guruji happens very fast, and the purification and transformation has to happen. So the purification and the transformation, and everybody is different. Everybody's stories are different. What we bring from the past, how we meet Guru, our Sadguru, and how he will bring us to our ultimate goal is different. But what is pretty much the same is that it happens, or he arranges a safe environment. He arranges an environment where we can grow. He initiates this process and oversee our process of purification and transformation. And he made possible that we have all those places like ashrams, temples, sanghas, orders, initiations, different initiations, for our sake, to give us the path, to give us the, let's say, environment to walk safely, to grow safely, not to get lost, because it's easily to get also lost in this material world because the collective is so strong. And if you're not in a spiritual environment, and if you're not strong enough, we can easily get lost, let's say, in this world. And also all these events which we have, all festivities, all ritual ceremonies, prayers, is also for our transformation, for us to grow. It's nothing for him, and of course he enjoys. Only I think when he see that we are really with our heart into it, when his devotees are joyful and committed and dedicated, I can imagine that he enjoys. Otherwise, all these festivities would also not be meaningful for him. It's more for us that we can grow into devotion. And everything is speeded up in his presence. Simply, the nature of Sadguru is such that everything, all the, let's say, all the negativity, karmic things, all the darkness is dispelled, and it's transformed very speedily, because nothing can stay in his presence suppressed or not seen or not wanted or not transformed. So it has to come to the light. It has to be transformed. And I remember when, especially in the beginning, it was so fast, everything, and so much negativity was inside of me, which I didn't also know how to deal with it. He says, it's normal that you feel like this. Around me, everything is speeded up and comes to the surface. What one would need to work out in several lives, he said, around me can happen in only few years. So basically, around Guruji, we can work out many karmic things and many lives. It's just can be very speedily, very intense. And once he said, and therefore I'm frequently traveling, because otherwise you would not be able to handle it. This intensity of transformation. The next one, the next insight or lesson is that the nature of mind. So what Guruji teaches us, and what I needed really years and still need, the realization that our mind is limited, not to rely on our mind, and dive deeper and seek for deeper wisdom, let's say. And indeed, the mind is a limited tool. It is so much influenced by the senses and outwardly oriented, and it's so easily distracted. It is just limited to these life experiences colored with our past samskaras. It tend to be very easily negative, and to realize and to separate also ourselves from the mind, to recognize what is the mind, and to recognize also more and more that we are not that, and to dive deeper. This was an important realization, which came with it to learn to accept in life what comes, to learn also to detach, and to focus the mind again and again, to train the mind, and with his grace and with his love, which reminds us again and again about it, to learn to control the mind and to dive deeper into the self. The next lesson is on spiritual path, not to give up. Never to give up. this was an important lesson, because Guruji will never give up on us. However we are, with all our weaknesses, with all our defects which we bring, he will not give up. He will always be with us. And his aim is to lead us to our, let's say, ultimate realization of who we are, and to our ultimate or eternal relationship with God and with him. And I remember when I had in the past quite frequently some issues, I used often also to go to, in the beginning, to Swami Kurunanda and to ask him or to share with him. And I remember that this is what he told me: never let go of his hand. He will never let go of your hand. Only you can let go. Only we can let go of his hand. But he will never let go of your hand. However we are, whatever experiences we go through, we learn from it, learn the lesson, and move forward. Just continue and don't give up. Another very important experience is that everything is his blessing. Everything is Guruji's blessing. Even when he's angry with us, even when he's scolding us, it is equal. He's equally loving us also in these moments. Guruji says, I'm a master like no one else. I teach through experiences. So we need to go through experiences to learn and to allow ourselves to go through those experiences and to learn. And also, everything is his blessing, sometimes in a very subtle way. It's on us to give the effort in something, whatever seva we do, whatever activity we do. I experienced this, for example, with Mritanga playing. I feel that I never really learned Mritanga. And somehow, in the beginning, I did give some effort of practice. But I remember when Guruji sometimes enters, and not only with me, but with many musicians, with many seva people who have developed in the last time so beautifully, he just he would notice that we are into certain learning process, or we are giving certain effort, and it's like he's giving his support, he's giving his blessing, and all of a sudden you play differently, you have some more energetic rhythm, and something is I feel these steps are coming with his blessing. It's when I look back, also with different things, with public speaking or teaching, it was his blessing behind. A little bit of effort, and when he acknowledged this willingness from our side, he gives all support, all the blessings that we really develop in our seva, in our activity, in our contribution. Next, what I realized in those last years is that we need to trust him, to trust God, to trust him, also when we don't understand, or even if we don't understand him, or don't see the direction, when we don't see the direction in life. And it happens in spiritual life that you also lose the sight of where it's going. You cannot understand the Sadguru. And this is also very often that we cannot understand, and even it's impossible to understand the ways how Guru works. And also we don't know what is the best for us, because we know often what is the best for our body, for our mind. It's very easily recognizable what is in the beginning, like Amrit ends later as poison, but Guru knows, because he knows our soul. He knows what is inside, and he knows what is the best for our soul. And sometimes this is not what we would like or what we recognize as such. So especially when we are in the purification and transformation process. Guruji said, once, among the humans, I am the most human. Among the divine, I am the most divine. Don't try to understand me. Even Babaji can't understand me. I am beyond understanding. And trusting. In these periods, we need to trust. We need to hold on to his feet, knowing or hopefully having experienced that he will lead us where we have to be, and that he knows better. He knows our soul and the desire of our soul. The next one is that we cannot claim to know Guruji. We cannot claim to know him unless he reveals himself to us. Why? Why we cannot claim that we know Guruji? Because he is always new, and there are always aspects of him which we don't know. And the moment when you think or maybe experience, oh, he is so close, we are friends, we are like friends, or this closeness, the next period of time, he can lead you through the period where he ignores you completely. And when you feel, oh, does he remember me at all? So those periods of time are there, but not to forget that the true relationship with him is from inside. And all those experiences are for our benefit, to get to know more, closer to ourselves, and to get to know more close to him. Because from the experience also, after longer periods of ignoring us, he's then coming with even more intense relationship, which we can perceive inside and also outside with him. He says, I'm not what people think me to be in this body or in this form. Only few know who I am. What you see of me is only 100% of who I really am. I am fully in my body, but I only show 100%. I'm everywhere, working all the time, 365 days, 24 hours a day, he said. Attached to my form, it's easier. My cosmic form is only for a few people. So we can understand that we can't claim to know him. So as ninth, I have that insight, we should not waste our time. We should not waste our time on spiritual path with him in this life. Guruji said, I am different from other gurus. It is very rare that I come on earth. Don't waste any more time. Focus on God. Once he said. And we don't know how long we will be with him. He often says, we don't know when is our last moment, last day. And it's not also about even how long we live, it's about the intensity of life, how intensely in love we live with God, how much we can open our heart and connect in this life with him. And we also don't know how long he will be here. We don't know. And maybe also it is not important to know, but to give our best and not to waste unnecessarily time. Because certain things we will always have, but him we will not always have. And this chance to spend time with him, this life with him, we will might also not always have. And Guruji said, and when my work is done, I go. In peace I come, in peace I go. The last insight which I would like to share with you today on his birthday is that the more one walks this path, the sweeter it is. And I can really, with an honest heart, say that my spiritual path was quite difficult because a lot of negativity came up. I don't know from when and from where, and partly I know from when and from where. And it had to be like this. A lot of poison came out, which, of course, Guruji gave us all the possible supports, Atma Kriya Yoga, Sangha, Kirtan, Japa, to handle it. He gave us all the support with these beautiful ceremonies which we have, events which we have, transformational, powerful for our growth. But I can also say that transformation happens and we change. And something beautiful more and more is blossoming from inside, which I would say, yes, what first looks like a poison, at the end tastes like Amrit. And Amrit comes more and more, and the sweetness of appreciating and gratitude for having him in my life, for having the possibility for spiritual path in this life, for having the possibility to transform in this life, to spend with him and with the devotees and with the devotional service, which comes more and more in the form that every moment of it is the service. We just need to see where, what. It's everything. Everything can become his or service to him, to the divine. So this sweetness is there, and this sweetness and his presence is more and more. And this is really beautiful to say after 20 years. I think I can share it with you. So accepting the Sadguru as one's life and soul and worshipable deity, the disciple should learn from him the process of pure devotional service in such a faithful and favorable way that the Supreme Lord, being satisfied, will offer himself to the faithful disciple. Jai Gurudev.
Namaste Shanti Shanti Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Om Shanti 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 Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Namaste Shri Lakshmi Narayana Bhagavan Ki Sri Bhutabhrteshwarnath Bhagavan Ki Shri Radha Krishna Karelan Ki Avatar Kriya Babaji Ki Shri Manujacharya Ki Namaste Satgurudeva Sri Swami Vishwananda Mahaprabhu Ki Om Krishnaya Govindaya Gopichanavaya Paraya Paramkrishaya Parakarma Mantraya Tanta Ushatascha Sastrali Samhara Samhara Nitya Mucha Mucha Om Namo Bhagavate Mahasudarshanaya Vidyajvara Prita Sarajeshvana Humpat Parasmahe Parabrahmane Paramjyotishe Svaha Shanti Shanti Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Jai Jai